Hello and welcome. You join us for this 2020 match between the Punjab Kings and the Delhi Capitals. I'm Adam Gilchrist, and with me in the commentary box is Michael Atherton, Mel Jones, and the one and only Ali Mitchell.
It's great to be here for this match. I'm sure we'll be treated to a spectacular contest.
Thanks, Alison. Let's join them down in the middle to find out who will be fielding first.
Not much reaction coming from the crowd. The opposition captain wins the toss and says they'll have a bat.
These two teams always produce some great games as we see some of the key players come out onto the ground. It's a fantastic crowd in today. It's an evenly poised matchup. Let's see what happens first ball. We're about to get underway and already the crowd is up and about. This is looking to be a great day of cricket. Finds the edge first ball, but it's through the vacant space and that'll be 4. Tried something a bit different last delivery, and the captain shouldn't mind that too much. If they get it right, they just might get that wicket. Does very well to quickly get across to this one. Drive straight down the ground, mid-on, will collect that one though.
Still honing in on their lines. The batter happy to let it go through.
Over the infield with a cracking shot.
You can't fault the bowling. Sometimes your opponent is just too good. Wonderful front foot shot, and there was no point chasing that.
I'd like to see them just aim for the top of off now. As a bowler, you've got to make them play on your terms. Great shot, pulled straight to backward square leg though. End of the over, 10 off it. Delhi are none for 10.
End of the first and an exceptional start. Some big shots early on. Can build some momentum easily off that over.
Going with pace now. That's 4 all the way. Beautiful shot.
Threaded it through brilliantly. All timing on that shot.
Shreyas, I don't think, will be too happy with their bowler at the moment. Can't get that outside the ring field. Onto the front foot, super shot, should be 4.
Nearly got through them, just got onto it in time, and with enough bat speed to pick up 4.
Getting nicely settled at the crease now. Would have to be very happy with that last shot. Collects that one, simple as you like inside the ring. Lovely shot off the front foot. Deep extra cover has some work to do.
Well, that's textbook perfect. A lovely drive through the covers. No need for the fielders to chase that one.
The last one helped the scoring rate, making their intentions for this innings. Smashed all over the park. I wonder if the captain will stick with them.
Tremendous starts. Bowlers have been asking questions and they've answered with full honours.
Finds the fielder with that shot. Straight drive, mid-off will cut that one off. Couldn't get it through the field. Beautiful timing there off the front foot. It's racing away. The fielder out in the deep has some serious work to cut it off.
What a great shot that was. Onto the front foot really quickly. No stopping that one.
Just need to keep it simple. Line and length. Around about off stump. That'll force a mistake. Doesn't beat the infield. Over, Delhi are none for 27.
Are now none for 27.
Thakur from the north end. Lovely cover drive, but straight to the extra cover fielder. Smacks that away through the gap. Straight to the fielder. No point chasing that one. It is racing to the boundary.
That showed great skill. Lovely timing. The boundary was the only place that ball was heading.
Good contest here at the moment. 4 off the last ball. It'll be interesting to see how the bowler can respond. Misses. How did that not hit? Goes over the top with that shot. Nicely fielded out deep on the boundary. ticking the scoreboard over really nicely at the moment. Thakur finishes off a nice over there, but still nothing to show for it just yet. You feel a breakthrough is coming.
Well, it's been crisp, elegant, easy shot making so far. Plenty of runs and plenty more if they keep it up.
The right-arm medium bowler is coming into the attack from the south end. Oh, that's a cracking shot. That's going to be 6. It's going way back into the crowd there.
Well, that ball has been hit. It's flown into the crowd. To get that much power coming forward onto the front foot is just ridiculous.
Yeah, it can be very disheartening seeing good deliveries smacked around. Sometimes, though, you just got to accept it and move on. Cuts that off well in the infield.
Well, you can't fault that shot. Nicely played, and it was 4 runs all the way.
That last ball isn't something you want to repeat of. You don't want to be giving away easy runs. Was quick onto that in the infield. Over the infield with a cracking shot.
Avoided the fielders, 1 bounce and 4. Fantastic shots.
I didn't feel there was too much wrong with that last delivery. They just need to keep the ball in the right areas and the rewards will come. Smashed all over the park. I wonder if the captain will stick with them.
None for 49.
What a shot. He hit that one hard. No need to run.
No point running for that one. That was 4 off the bat. Beautiful shot off the front foot.
Boundary last ball. What's to come this delivery? I wonder. Oh, I thought that was passing, but a fantastic dive to cut it off.
Too wide, it was there to be hit, and it was really given the treatment.
None for 57.
End of the over. Delhi are none for 57.
The captain can now... put 5 fielders outside the circle.
The field's providing a bit more support for the bowler. The captain giving them some leeway.
Glanced away nicely, but fine short, fine leg. Fraser McGurk edges it, but it finds the gap. Looks like they were late on that shot there.
Oh, didn't time that at all, but managed to get it away to the boundary.
Don't need to do anything special. Line and length is the key here.
How will the bowler respond?
Lovely cover drive, straight to the extra cover fielder. End of the over. 8 runs coming from it. Delhi are none for 65.
They've got busy working the ball around and hitting boundaries in between. It's a good setup for a strong finish.
Winds up but misses. Looks like they went a bit too early on that shot. Over. Delhi are none for 67.
Are now none for 67.
Omaze from the south end. The right armour is coming into the attack from the south end. Massive outside edge. Time to follow up after such a great delivery. Pitch it on a length is obviously the way to go. Oh, that's a cracking shot. That's going to be 6. It's going way back into the crowd there.
That ball's been hit. It's flown into the crowd. To get that much power coming forward on the front foot is ridiculous.
Duplessis has gotten the big shot away this over. Now they can focus on playing the next ball on its merits. That's asking to be hit, and it was smashed. It's gone high, high and long. 2 Maximans in a row.
A very professional innings this. Passes 50 and certainly be looking to push on.
Vishak is finding it difficult to contain this pair at the moment. My advice would be go back to your stock delivery and then build from there. Well, now that could be out of the ground. That's a tremendous shot, just sailed away.
That's a brilliantly aggressive shot. Gets on the front foot and it's flown over the boundary.
An economical over comes to an end, but you get the feeling these openers might just be finding their feet.
How will he reply?
Good shot, a beauty. Oh, great ball. Punjab has gone up for something here. Umpire looks a bit confused as to what they're appealing for. Not too sure what they're appealing for here. Could be close. And gone. That's a fantastic catch. Caught right on the boundary.
Well, the end of an entertaining performance with the bat. Certainly a good wicket to get. Those runs were really starting to flow.
And with that wicket, the new batter will mark centre. Just needs to rotate the strike early on as they get settled into their innings. Can't get that outside the ring field. Perfectly timed. Lovely cover drive, straight to the extra cover fielder. Portell taking guard, has been playing really well in recent matches, certainly needs to bring their A game today. Glanced away nicely, but fine short, fine leg. Vishak has kept the pressure on in this over, just needs to maintain the momentum going forwards.
They've got busy working the ball around and hitting boundaries in between. It's a good setup for a strong finish.
Finds the fielder with that shot. They've gone up here. Couldn't get it through the field. The end of another tidy over. Good to see the pressure starting to build on the batters.
1 for 93.
Vishak from the south end. This bowler knows how to give the ball an almighty tweak. Let's see how they go. Collects that one, simple as you like inside the ring. Oh, that's a cracking shot. That's going to be 6. It's going way back into the crowd there.
Well, with shots like that, it's not going to be long before the 100's up. That was a really well-timed stroke.
This delivery just needs to be pitched up on a length. Too short, and you're going to get punished on this pitch. What a shot. He hit that one hard. No need to run.
Well, you sometimes just have to stop and admire batting like that. Gets onto the front foot early, well-timed, and 4 runs.
Oh, what else do they have in their bag of tricks? Just not much seems to be working at the moment. This could be trouble. Gone, great catch. Oh, great work, held their nerve while the ball was in the air, and they've taken a good catch.
Two down, the long walk back to the pavilion for them, and this could be a huge swing of momentum.
A difficult period as they come to the wicket. They'll take plenty of time to settle themselves in before facing their first ball. Doesn't beat the infield. End of a really good over. Gets a wicket and really slowing down the scoring pace.
Been some really good overs strung together. They've taken some risks, along with some good running. A very good total is on the way.
The right-arm medium bowler is coming on to bowl from the north end. Pulled away, but straight to square leg. Bowling fielders look really confident. Glanced away nicely, but fine short, fine leg. End of the over, 4 runs coming off it. Delhi are 2 for 107. Shot on the front foot. No one's getting that.
That showed great skill and lovely timing. The boundary was the only place it was heading.
Getting nicely settled at the crease now. Would have to be very happy with that last shot. Gone aerial with that one. It'll land safe. Might not be 4.
Just missed the line. Not the worst delivery, but that was dispatched with interest. Everyone just watched that in awe.
Always difficult to focus after what happened last ball, but you just got to stay positive and believe the wicket's going to come.
Not what they were after. 6 off the last ball. Now it's 4 more.
Shreyas, I don't think, will be too happy with their bowler at the moment. Got that away nicely.
Right out of the textbook. Off the middle, and it flew to the boundary.
That last ball isn't something you want to repeat of. You don't want to be giving away easy runs. Lovely cover drive, straight to the extra cover fielder. Across the stumps and a flick of the wrist. It's wide of square leg. Could be 4.
Got that one. Clean out of the middle. 4 off a brilliant shot.
Some well-targeted bowling in that over. Certainly something to build on. Stoinis from the north end. Smacks that away through the gap.
Watched it closely out of the hand and hammered that slower ball away to the boundary.
Good contest here at the moment. 4 off the last ball. It'll be interesting to see how the bowler can respond. Straight drive, mid-off will cut that one off. End of the over. 7 runs coming from it. Delhi are 2 for 137.
Been some really good overs strung together. They've taken some risks, along with some good running. A very good total is on the way.
Singh, the left-arm pace bowler, is coming into the attack from the south end. The bowler and the slips have really gone up here. They like it. Brilliant diving stop. Punjab with a massive shout.
Catch it!
Oh, what a brilliant catch. Out! What a screamer.
An innings that promised much and really, in the end, delivered very little. Pretty disappointing all round.
Coming to the wicket, they'll be looking to play within the V early and expand as they get settled.
For the Delhi Capitals.
Ticking the scoreboard over really nicely at the moment. 3 runs added in that over. Delhi are 3 for 140.
For 140.
Got that away nicely.
What a great shot that was. Onto the front foot really quickly. No stopping that one.
Don't always mind getting hit for runs. What's important, just focus on getting the next delivery right. Was quick onto that in the infield. Lovely cover drive, straight to the extra cover fielder. Glanced away nicely, but fine short, fine leg. End of the over. 9 off it. Delhi are 3 for 149.
For 149. 149.
Singh from the south end. This should be close. Yeah, they've held that. Brilliant work in the deep. Oh, great work. Held their nerve while the ball was in the air, and they've taken a good catch.
It's another wicket. It's the fourth now. Sometimes you've just got to accept that you couldn't do anything about a delivery.
The field will come up now, you'd think. Pressure should be on as the new batter strides to the middle. They'll be looking for another quick wicket. Cuts that off well in the infield. Driven on the onside, but straight to mid-wicket. Nice shot, just a flick off the pads.
4 runs. They were so still at the crease. Just a slight movement forward. Fabulous shot.
Boundary last ball. What's to come this delivery, I wonder. Smacks that away through the gap. 9 runs out of there. Delhi 4 for 158.
Now that's a difficult shot to get right. Straight back at the bowler with a lot of pace, and the covering fielder had no chance.
Stoinis to wrap up the innings. Oh, what a shot. Absolutely drilled over point, if you don't mind. And that'll be 6. Rode the bounce beautifully for that shot.
Well, that was just textbook. Finds the space and power to lift that ball over the top, and it just keeps going.
Do they go full? Do they go short? A lot to ponder this delivery after the boundary.
Well, that's just timed brilliantly. Moves closer to 50. Going to need something special to get the wicket.
Yeah, it can be very disheartening seeing good deliveries smacked around. Sometimes, though, you just got to accept it and move on. Jeez, timed that well.
Well, that's what you pay your entrance money for. It's flown into the crowd. A brilliant shot off the front foot. No need to move.
I didn't feel there was too much wrong with that last delivery. They just need to keep the ball in the right areas, and the rewards will come.
And that's the half century.
A good innings, that's 50. A simple raise of the bats. Thumbs up to their batting partner, and they're ready to go again.
Great shot, wide and mid-on, and that'll run away for 4.
You can't fault the bowling. Sometimes your opponent is just too good. Wonderful front foot shot, and there was no point chasing that.
And that's the end of the innings. Delhi have set a target of 183 runs. This is a very defendable total. The openers will need to get their eye in very quickly and get the scoreboard ticking over if they have any chance.
Here we go. First ball.
Huge. That has flown.
Just missed the line. Not the worst delivery, but that was dispatched with interest. Everyone just watched that in awe.
Can't afford to go too full again. It does help to switch up your deliveries, just to keep them guessing. Beautiful timing there off the front foot. It's racing away. The fielder out in the deep has some serious work to cut it off.
It just looks so easy. Gets onto the front foot and eases through the ball. They can just stand and admire that shot.
Having been hit for consecutive boundaries, really interested to see how they can bounce back with the next ball. misses everything. Pulled away and into the gap. Could be 4 more.
Well, you can't fault that shot. Nicely played, and it was 4 runs all the way.
This delivery just needs to be pitched up on a length. Too short, and you're going to get punished on this pitch. Out! Caught. Didn't time it at all and mid-on with an easy catch.
As they head back to the pavilion, they'll be wishing they went about this innings a little differently. Not too much to speak of on the scoreboard.
A lot of pressure coming to the crease. Not had the best of weeks leading up to this game, so I want to show everyone their strength.
First ball for the batter, coming in.
Brilliant. That'll take some catching.
Hit that so hard. Pressed forward, got the body shape right and launched it. One for the textbook.
Huge over. 20 runs out of there. Punjab are 1 for 20.
1 gone and an excellent start to this power play.
Natarajan, the left armour, is coming on to bowl from the north end. Wow, that's missed a lot. Can't get that outside the ring field. There's a chance if it hits. Smacks that away through the gap.
That was a boundary the moment the ball left the bat. Can't time that any better. Perfection.
Don't need to do anything special. Line and length is the key here. Nearly gets the edge. Natarajan with a great delivery there. Finds the fielder with that shot. Beats the outside edge. Good bowling there. End of the over. Punjab are 1 for 28.
With 2 overs completed in the power play and at 12 plus and over, they're just ahead of the required run rate. Superb start.
Lovely cover drive. Straight to the extra cover fielder. Over the infield with a cracking shot.
This is a masterclass of batting. Reads the length, gets forward, dispatches it to the boundary.
Tried something a bit different last delivery, and the captain shouldn't mind that too much. If they get it right, they just might get that wicket. Oh, that's a wondrous stroke, straight through the covers.
Timing on that shot was just perfect. Brilliant shot. The boundary, the moment it hit the bat.
Good contest here at the moment. 4 off the last ball. It'll be interesting to see how the bowler can respond. Clever shot, moved across the line of the ball and just clipped it away. Fine leg won't stop that.
Threw the hands at it, got it early, but enough of it to go for 4.
Just need to keep it simple. Line and length, around about off stump. That'll force a mistake. Now the batter's made a bit of a meal of that delivery. Perfectly timed.
You can't fault the bowling. Sometimes your opponent is just too good. That is a beautiful front foot shot. No point in chasing that one.
The last one helped the scoring rate, making their intentions for this innings. Couldn't get it through the field. End of a high-scoring over. Beautiful batting. After hitting the boundary that many times, there's high confidence out in the middle. The left-arm unorthodox bowler is coming into the attack from the north end. Just drifting onto the legs and driven away. Lovely shot. Really wound up for that. Ball seemed to come onto the bat quicker than he thought. The bowler and the slips have really gone up here. They like it.
At long last, they have the wicket. Could so easily have been a game-changing innings, but all the same, it's been fabulous to watch.
Now 2 for 49.
Now, great opportunity to prove the critics wrong. Certainly needs to build an innings for the team.
Give them a warm welcome.
He's got their tail up.
Oh my, that's just flown off the middle.
That ball has raced away. Fabulous footwork. The balance was perfect to get onto the back foot so easily.
6 runs added in that over. Punjab are 2 for 53.
Four overs down, and the captain won't be too happy with their bowlers so far. It might just be time to mix things up a bit. Maybe bring on a 4th or 5th change just to try something different and hope their fortunes turn around.
Lovely cover drive, but straight to the extra cover fielder. And that's a tremendous catch at cover. Great stuff. Out! What a screamer.
The trudge back to the pavilion. A disappointing display in the end for someone with such batting skills. This one goes down as a fail.
And with that wicket, we'll see a change out in the middle. The task here will be that of support and getting themselves settled into their innings. Over the infield with a cracking shot. Smacks that away through the gap. Collects that one, simple as you like inside the ring. Sharma finishes an economical over and walks away with a wicket, which was fully deserved.
5 gone, and the ball's been disappearing a lot to and over the boundary so far. Going at 12 plus and over. This chase is off to a fantastic start.
Pulled away, but straight to square leg. Magical shot into the vacant fine leg position, and I do not think anyone's going to stop that. There's a chance if it hits. That looks gone. Oh, great run out.
A long walk back to the pavilion. This has not been a good knock. Not what you expect from someone of this quality.
That's a long way to walk out there just to turn around and walk straight back. They'll just want to get this first run behind them and then push on. Punjab weren't given much of an opportunity there. A very tidy over.
5 fielders now allowed outside the circle.
Sharma from the south end. Precision past the umpire, not likely to get cut off.
You can't fault the bowling. Sometimes your opponent is just too good. Wonderful front foot shot, and there was no point chasing that.
Patel, I don't think, will be too happy with their bowler at the moment. No, terrible shot. Was quick onto that in the infield.
Great shorter ball. Well played, though. Didn't flinch and was able to leave the ball comfortably. That's the end of the short stuff for this over.
Wide of extra cover and away goes the ball to the boundary.
That showed great skill. Lovely timing. The boundary was the only place that ball was heading.
That last ball isn't something you want to repeat of. You don't want to be giving away easy runs. Oh, that's a great shot early on, wide of cover, and that'll give him a bit of confidence early on. May pull up short of the boundary though. End of the over, and it's a good one for the bowling side, not letting the batters build any momentum.
You wouldn't have thought the power play was over by the way the batters have kept going on with it. They're well above the required rates.
Winds up but misses. Looks like they went a bit too early on that shot. Straight to the fielder. 4 runs added in the over. Punjab are 4 for 82.
Kept the heat on throughout this innings so far. Really good batting. The next few overs could tell the tale of just how big this score will be.
Lovely cover drive, but straight to the extra cover fielder. Nice shot, pierces the infield.
Flashed away and got it well enough to find the boundary.
Do they go full? Do they go short? A lot to ponder this delivery after the boundary. smacks that away through the gap. Patel has kept the pressure on in this over. Just needs to maintain the momentum going forwards. Natarajan, the left armour, is the new bowler from the north end. Oh, that's a wondrous stroke, straight through the covers.
Found the middle of the bats, great timing. Lovely front foot shots that's raced to the boundary.
Always difficult to focus after what happened last ball, but you just got to stay positive and believe the wicket's going to come. 6 of your finest, please. Cover drive for a maximum. Brilliant.
Well, that's a waste of a delivery. Absolutely no trouble getting onto it and dispatching it for 6.
Super batting at the moment. Back-to-back boundaries, putting the pressure right on the bowler. They've got to respond. Goes over the top with that shot.
That was just a super shot. The delivery was fine, great line and length, but just put away.
Don't need to do anything special. Line and length is the key here.
You just can't hit it any better than that. Beautiful shot. No chance at all for the fielders. A good innings, that's 50. A simple raise of the bats. Thumbs up to their batting partner and they're ready to go again. How will he reply?
End of a high-scoring over. Beautiful batting. After hitting the boundary that many times, there's high confidence out in the middle.
You wouldn't have thought the power play was over by the way the batters have kept going on with it. They're well above the required rate.
Patel from the south end.
Those runs bring up the 50 partnership between these two.
Great shot. through the gap. Needs to be on target. Onto the front foot, super shot, should be 4. Two straight, it's just been helped on its way for a maximum. Fine shot there.
A fantastic shot off the back foot, really well timed. Everyone just had to stand, watch and admire.
Playing all their shots in that over, a very expensive over.
Kept the heat on throughout this innings so far. Really good batting. The next few overs could tell the tale of just how big this score will be.
That was a solid shot, really well played. Ball was dropped just a little shorter and a great shot off the back foot.
Boundary last delivery, is that the sign they're trying to push the run rate? Doesn't beat the infield. Seven runs added there. Punjab are 4 for 131.
For 131.
Lovely cover drive, straight to the extra cover fielder. Good pick up, big chance. Pulled away, but straight to square leg. Tries to flick it past backward square, but that'll be an easy catch. Oh, great work, held their nerve while the ball was in the air, and they've taken a good catch.
And the departing batsman for the batting team caught out for 62. The Punjab Kings are now 5 for 134.
Before that wicket, the new batter comes charging out to the crease. They're quick to take guard and face up. And again, see you later on your bike. 2 wickets on the trot.
Well, this is a fantastic wicket. Kept the runs down, really didn't get settled and looked to be in trouble for most of the knock.
Hat-trick ball. What kind of delivery will we see? The batter will be looking to just make it through this ball. Smacks that away through the gap. Does very well to quickly get across to this one. 4 runs added there. Punjab are 6 for 135.
They had a great foundation early on and they've carried it forward to make a big total. That was a tremendous delivery. Fizzed through to the keeper. No more short balls this over.
Nearly gets the edge. Sharma with a great delivery there. Misses everything. Cuts that off well in the infield. Great shot. Nice and compact on the front foot. Head was perfectly still.
Well, what a lovely shot. It flew to the boundary. That's clearly not the type of delivery to be bowling here.
Yeah, it can be very disheartening seeing good deliveries smacked around. Sometimes, though, you just got to accept it and move on. Needs a direct hit. Can't get that outside the ring field. Misses. That's a big chance gone begging. Over the infield with a cracking shot. The big one, 12 runs out of there. Punjab are 6 for 147.
They've batted really well this middle block of overs. They've had a perfect mix of precision and aggression, and their reward is to be well ahead of the required run rate.
Straight drive, mid-off will cut that one off. Nice shot, straight to Gully. Gone! Gully with an easy catch.
A great innings coming to an end. Brilliant scoring. It was a very entertaining performance, but has to head back to the pavilion.
New batter comes to the crease. Never an easy time to come into bat after the fall of a wicket. Wow, that's missed the lot. it's a wondrous stroke, straight through the covers.
You can't fault the bowling. Sometimes your opponent is just too good. Wonderful front foot shot, and there's no point in chasing that.
Good contest here at the moment. 4 off the last ball. It'll be interesting to see how the bowler can respond. Over Punjab, 7 for 154. The left arm medium bowler is coming into the attack from the north end.
The left armour is coming into the attack.
Great shot through the gap.
4 runs. They were so still at the crease. Just a slight movement forward. Fabulous shot.
I'd like to see them just aim for the top of off now. As a bowler, you've got to make them play on your terms. Really wound up for that. Ball seemed to come onto the bat quicker than he thought. Lovely cover drive, straight to the extra cover fielder. Got that away nicely. No, terrible shot. End of the over, 10 runs from it. Punjab, 7 for 164.
They had a great foundation early on, and they've carried it forward to make a big total.
Beats the outside edge. Good bowling there. Oh, that is a beauty. An in-swinging Yorker and the batter is gone.
What a crucial breakthrough this is. Excellent bowling to get one of the key wickets cheaply.
Yeah, big opportunity. They've worked really hard in recent weeks. They should have the confidence to build an innings and get a big score on the board. Perfectly timed.
Got onto that so early. The cut shots in front of square teased the field all the way to the boundary.
Getting nicely settled at the crease now. Now would have to be very happy with that last shot. Goes over the top with that shot.
Just sheer power off the back foot. Don't need to worry about running.
That last ball isn't something you want to repeat of. You don't want to be giving away easy runs. The batter's made a bit of a meal of that delivery. End of the over. 9 off it. Punjab are 8 for 173.
They've batted really well this middle block of overs. They've had a perfect mix of precision and aggression, and their reward is to be well ahead of the required run rate.
Finds the fielder with that shot.
It was timed well for 4. Gee, that was a good shot.
Tried something a bit different last delivery, and the captain shouldn't mind that too much. If they get it right, he just might get that wicket. Great shot through the gap. Drive straight down the ground, mid-on will collect that one though. Needs a direct hit. That looks gone. Oh, great run out.
Another one goes off to the sheds. That's 9 down. Some good bowling finding this tail out, and it certainly feels like this is close to finishing.
A new batter always likes to feel bat on ball as they bring a bit of nervous energy to the wicket.
Well, you never knew which way this game was going. A great finish to a super match that had everything.
That's all from us in the commentary box. It's been an amazing match. Hope to see you again soon.